Okay, guys, I'm going to share how I make my weekly planner shells. And then once I make a template, then I just copy and paste and make one for each week of the school year. I also will go in using a calendar to change what week it is, an A, B, or C week, along with the actual date. So the first part of my weekly planner is I have the days of the week, and then under that, I have what lesson we're doing. This lesson is linked to a separate page that gives all the resources and details. And then I did decide to include what we are going to do during LST that week. That way students know if they should come to your session or not. Then I have a table of information that students and maybe parents want to access. And so this stays the same for every page. And again, I just have a page linked to each of these. And then at the bottom, I have the schedules. And I don't just upload one per week. I just keep all of them. And then I just change this for the students so they can see what week it is in the schedule. So let's get started. So this weekly planner is a page. So we're going to create a page. So up at the top right, we're going to add a page. I'm going to call this the weekly planner template, and I have several versions, so let's just call it number 5. So I'm going to put a few spaces, and this is going to be what week it is, and I'm just going to make up this data. So let's say this is week A, and this is August the 8th through the 12th. I can spell. I really can a little bit. August 12th, 2023. And now I'm going to insert a table. So when you're making a template, tables are your friends. So I need 3 rows with 5. So I need 3 rows and we need 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one too many, but easy. We can just simply exit out of that. Okay, so here is where I'm going to put my labels, my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I make all of my labels in Canva, and I'll show you that real quick. And here I'm just going to go ahead and get my font, what I like, and just type in lesson, and I want that centered. And so I'm just going to copy in that. And then through the year, I will just write what that lesson is. And here we go. And one more. And then here will be our LST. I'm going to go ahead and skip over that. So the next table is going to be quick links. So these are those things that you want your students to have available at any time during the year. So I'm going to make a single row, and I have 5 different things that I'm going to insert here. And again, I made those labels in Canva. And then the last thing is going to be the weekly schedule. And let's say this is week A. And then I'm going to insert a table with 3 rows. And then I will upload the schedule, which I did not make in Canva. I made those in Word and then a PDF, and then just made a separate image of each of the weeks. So for the labels, I go to Canva. And of course, hopefully everybody understands that all educators have a free account. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up what I've made. And what I searched for as a template is a Google Classroom header. And so all of these came up, and you can have, some decorative ones, but I found out that really you just need it simple and it needs to be able to be seen clearly, and I made all of these the same. And for me, what I did is I just used this capture tool, and I simply made sure they were all the same. And then I just took a picture, saved it, and I've already has this saved, so I'm not going to save it. So I did that for all the days of the week, all the quick links that I'm going to make for my students. So I've made all of those. Now that the labels are created, I'm going to go back to my weekly planner template and upload the images in Canvas. There is an upload image, and I'm going to go to my folder. I've created a Canvas images folder, and we're going to upload all the days of the week, and each label is going to be the same size. My columns will not change. So once I get the days of the week, then I'm going to do the labels for those resources that students may need every week. And for the resources, I will link a page of the information. So now we have Friday. And now let's move on to our quick links. And I have numbered these when I name them so I know which order. So I'm going to have course information. And again, I'll create a page of my course information. And then my contact information, I'll create a page for that. And then one thing I had to think about this past year that I didn't have at first was past due assignments. So how can students access past assignments and resources if they were absent? So I will show you, I did not link a page for that. Instead, I created a folder in the modules feature of Canvas. And then our last one here, I just created one where in case I wanted to add some resources or links throughout the year, I would already have this on this page. And again, I'm just going to duplicate this weekly planner for every week of the school year. And then now I'm going to upload our schedule. Again, I made this in Word and then created a PDF. So this was not made in Canvas. I will center these. After I upload them all, I will center them. And a good thing is to have a folder of just the images you're going to use for this template so it's not too confusing. And so now I'm going to go back and center each of these. Very easy. The table feature in Canva is very easy to use. And now we are going to save. I can go ahead and publish, but I think I'll just save it since I'm just making my template now. So here is the template. And then like I said, the past assignments was something I didn't think about at first and added later. So modules, I use modules in the way that they're probably not designed to use. They're more like for pathways, but I just make it a place where students can access things, but they rarely need to go here. But anyway, so here is my weekly agendas folder. So you can just add a module here, and then you can see I already have for this for this school year, or at least up through January. So if I wanted to, what I'm going to do, especially for next year, is go ahead, and it was a page, and find that weekly template, and then add it. You can indent if you need to, or you can do it later, just however you want to organize your module folder. So it is here, and if I just continue to duplicate this page and change the name and do that for the whole year, I won't have to worry about if this page is in the module folder. It'll already be there. So as I change it throughout the year and put that week's specific assignments, this page is already in the weekly agenda folder. So let's go back to what we just created. I always go to last edit, and then I'm going to go to this one, not the copy that I just made. And now we're just going to edit this. And I'm going to, before I start copying this template, I need to first link each of these to a page. And I've already created a page called course information, teacher contact, and so forth. So you just highlight it, and then you go to the link, and it's a course link. And then here it's under pages, and it's called course information. And so I just click, and it's linked. And then I go and do this for each one. And then I have teacher contact or communication. The past assignments is not a page, it is a module. So you're going to open the modules. I call it weekly agendas. So that is linking to the modules that students can access, and then continue. And now this is a page. So recovery, open the page, retake links, and then just quick links. Okay, so that's just some odds and end type things. And then we just scroll down and we save this. And now this is where I'd go in and under pages, and I would just duplicate this page, rename it B week and what the dates are, C week. Instead of calling it the weekly planner template, I would change that as well. So I like to title it like the first week of school. So week 1. And again, I did decide to go ahead and change and type out the complete date. So it's very easy for students to know exactly what week it is. I can spell this. Now that we have everything in our original, I'm going to go to pages, view all pages. And again, I want to do last edit. And then, which next year, all of this will be cleaned out. So you won't have all of these pages, of course. So over to the right, I'm just going to duplicate and just continue to duplicate. And then once you have, if you just want to do for the first quarter, the first semester, whatever, and then again, ahead of time, I'm just going to go ahead and change and edit all the label. So this is going to be week 2. I'm going to change the date. That'll be the 15th. The 19th. Don't forget to delete the word copy and then change it here as well. Excuse me. So B week, and again, just changing all of this. And I have done it both ways because I teach a few different courses. So I think for Excel, I mainly had everything done. But then for the Other courses, I just did it as I went throughout the school year and then changed that to B. And then click save. I'm not going to do save and publish, but you could do that if you wanted to. So once you get all of your pages created, then make sure that you add them to the module if you're going to use modules in the way that I am using them, just as a place to house items where students can have access. Again, just open this up, add a module. I like this because you can just upload all of them at once, so they were pages, and then you can just copy these. And these are the ones that I just made up. And you can upload them all at one time, so that is nice. I'm not actually going to add them since this is just a demo. And then once we get all those loaded for each week, once you get your weekly planner created, you can right click and call it use as front page. So when I do that and I go to my home, you can see that here is my front page. And you can see that if we click on any of these labels, it will take us to that resource. So if a student was absent, they could click past assignments. It's going to take them to the weekly agendas, and then they can click on that week that they were absent, and it's going to take them to that weekly planner page. And then they can access whichever day that they were out, and they have all the available resources, everything that we did that day. So I'll go back to home. If you hear that bell, it's my dog Lola that wants to go out to potty. Then for course information, teacher contact, recovery process, and other links, these are just pages. And again, parents, students can access these at any time of the year because they remain constant. So I hope this helps. Again, we don't know yet if the county is going to make us use a particular template. In the meantime, this is what I am choosing to do. I'm making different versions of this. You can see this is my new version. But if we go to what I started out sharing with y'all, my actual current planner, what I've been using all year, looks like this. So this is the upcoming week. Today is Sunday, February the 5th. So this is what I have posted. I'm going to go ahead and make this the front page again because it actually is the front page for this course. And then when we go home on tomorrow during the Monday meeting, students can see what they have. They have a quiz Wednesday, so they can write that in their agenda. And that's all I have to share. Thanks. Oh, one more thing. I did make another video of how I do my pages for each day of the week and how I just quickly link those. It's a quick thing once you get each page done for the week. And that's it.